Hello, what's going on everyone? Today I want us to take a look at a variable length argument, and I have actually created a function for, a file for that, which I basically call variable underscore length underscore argument. You can go ahead and create your own file right now. And what we basically want to do, the scenario for this is for me to be able to create a function that can actually sum numbers of arguments, okay, a certain number of arguments. So it's actually a variable, right? So it's not going to basically be just a single number that we're going to basically pass in right there. And to do that is very, very simple. We want to start off by just defining a function, which we've actually done this quite a lot of times before now. But if we do def right there, which is a keyword, we can go ahead and create a function which is actually called a sum underscore numbers. And within this brackets right here, we want to pass in our argument right here, and this is going to be arg like this. Maybe it can be a plural, but what I basically want to do is to make sure that I pass in something like a star right here. So basically the reason why that I'm passing this star and then I'm passing args right here, this is just a positional argument, okay? And what this is actually going to allow us to do is to be able to make this function accept just right about any number. It can accept 0, it can accept 2, it can accept just right about any number of arguments, since we are talking about being looking for a way to sum different numbers together. Okay, that's just what this is actually going to do for us with this star, and then we'll have an args right there. It's a positional argument, or you can also, this also works in such a way that whatever parameter that we have actually, or whatever value that we enter within this particular place is going to act as something like a packed tuples, okay? So it's going to convert everything into tuples for us. All right, so with that, I believe that you guys really understand what I mean, okay? So we just basically want to allow multiple numbers to be added so that it can actually sum them up, okay? And you are going to see as we move along when we try to add those numbers down there, see how it's actually going to help us be able to add different numbers. So if we go ahead and then throw in our colons right here, so down here we want to go ahead and make use of our return statement, and basically we're going to use the function which is actually embedded in that of the Python called a sum. And then within this form right here, we're going to basically need this. So I'm going to copy this right here and then put it within this particular place, right? And that's just basically the argument that we want to make use of. All right, so we do have that right there, okay? So we've passed in this particular positional parameter right here. Then down here, we can now go ahead and then supply some values that we want it to basically sum up for us, okay? So to do that, we basically need to like call the function down here, right? So if we want to do that, I want to put that in our print statement. So I'm going to just do print, and then I want to basically call this particular function, right? So let's copy this and then put that right here. Okay, so I'm going to just paste that within this place, and then remember to pass in the closing bracket for that of the sum functions right here. All right, and then within this place right now, you can go ahead and then begin to pass in the values you want to pass into that particular place. And I'm going to just do 1 comma, I'm going to do 2 comma again, and then do 3 right there. Okay, so you can continue adding just right about any number that you want to go ahead and add in there. Okay, so you see the way that we're actually adding quite a lot of numbers right here. We have 1 2 3, so that's just basically what we were talking about with this star then arg, which is just positional argument, which is going to basically convert all of the things that we have down here into tuples for us so that we can be able to sum them up, right? So that's just basically what that is actually going to do for us. All right, so let's just go ahead and then run this. However, I think we're going to need some spaces within these places, okay? So that's just basically what that is. So let's save these changes right here, and then if we go ahead and then right click on this, I want to go ahead and then run variable length argument, and then we'll have 6 right here, okay? And if you check that, if we sum these things that we're having here right up, you're going to see that we're basically going to have 6, okay? So 1 plus 2 is actually 3, and then plus 3 is actually 6. Okay, we can also test another line. I'm going to copy this right here, and if we get down on the next line, let's change the arguments right here. Let's say that we're going to have 5 plus 10 right here, which is 15, and let's say something like 2 right here. Okay, so this is basically going to be 15, 16, 7. That's just basically going to be something like 17. I want to comment out the first line right here, and let's see the result right there. So save the changes, and then let's hit on run, and you see that we have 17 right here. So this is just basically how we can passing just multiple numbers, and then the function is actually going to go ahead and then sum them up for us and then give us the result. So pretty simple, right? So if you like the video, just feel free to give the video a thumbs up, and then I think I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.